a modest young lad. He was a beautiful young lad. He was shy. And someone said to his father that your son is too shy, put him into the market where he can mix with people and get rid of this shyness. So the father took this step and he put him into a shop where they were selling clothes. And an old woman come one day to the shop, and she chose a lot of different clothing, and then said to the owner of the shop that send someone with me so that my owner can look at these clothing and she can choose what she wants and send the rest back with the money. So that person of the shop sent Hazrat Miski alayhi rahmah, this young lad to the house. And when this young lad went to the house, what happened was that when that young woman, she saw him, she totally lost it. She saw his beauty, his youth, and she made wrong intentions. And because he was a modest young man, he had haya, he had modesty, and he thought that I need to get out of here, remove myself away from this sin. And that was his modesty which was protecting him from that. And that thought came into his mind. So a thought came to his mind that there's only one way. So he said to the woman that I need to go to the bathroom. And when he got to the bathroom, he did not see any way to get out. And then he only thought that one way I can get out, that the dirt of the bathroom, he put it all over himself. And when he came out with a frightened face, and when the slave girls saw that this person, he's a madman, they wrapped him up and they took him out and chucked him away. When he saw that there was no one there, he got up and he washed himself and he went home. And that night, when he went to sleep, Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam came in his dream. And Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam, he touched him, and this touching of Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam was, and Hazrat Miski alayhi rahmah mentioned that it is the hands of Hazrat Jibreel alayhi salam which has given me this fragrance. So this is a waqia of modesty, that how young people, if we had that, how we would be.
Subhanallah. My dear Islamic brothers and viewers of Madani channel, from this beautiful waqia we can see the reward of a God-fearing person who did everything he could to save himself from committing sins. And today, when somebody commits adultery, then they make all sorts of excuses. Oh, she came on to me. Oh, I couldn't control myself. Oh, yeah. And we try and make excuses for committing the sins, where we can see from this beautiful example that this person, he went out of his way, he did everything to control himself, to stop himself from committing the sin of adultery. And Allah Azza wa Jal tells us in the Quran, Surah Bani Israel, Ayat 32, Tarjma from Kanzul Iman, and approach not adultery. Undoubtedly, that is immodesty and a very vile path. And if we look at the tafsir of this particular verse in Nur al-Afan, it says that approaching not adultery, undoubtedly this is immodesty and a very vile path. This means safeguarding yourself from the motives of adultery as well. Thus, to cast an evil eye, being alone in the company of strange women, the exposure of women, etc., are all forbidden. And in the tafsir it goes on to say, it says that if you want to prevent a fever, you try and prevent the inflammation. You stop the plague, you destroy the rats. The obligation of parda, the unlawfulness of song and music, the order to lower one's gazes are all introduced in Islam to prevent adultery, to protect haya. And all these things are there to protect our haya, to lower our gaze, to prevent the intermingling of the sexes, to cover ourselves, to not listen to music. All of these things are attacking our haya, and Islam tries to stop them.
And nowadays this has become an enjoyment. Everyone, you saying protecting yourself from this, everyone wants to get into this. They want to get into this immodesty. They want to get involved in all these things about, you saying a person not sitting in a room together, two people not sitting in a room together. Today there is no haya left, that people find it easy to sit in a room. Never mind just a room, like even on a bus. You're traveling on a bus, you will find women come and sit with men on a bus, or men will just go and sit with women on the bus, and they wouldn't even think. Whereas if a person was modest, if he had haya, he would rather stand than go and sit next to that person in that